Wilder Weir this morning is on site, and he's joined by a very special guest, someone we know very well here on Breakfast Television.
Yeah, that's right, Alex. Montreal editor of Notable.ca. We're joined by Karolina Jez on site at the Montreal Jazz Fest. It's beautiful here.
Stunning, and the weather's so nice. We got
so
nice.
Lucky
for this weekend and for the next week, apparently.
I know, that's what CBD is saying. And we might get a little bit of rain, but it's going to be nice for the most part. Obviously, the festival going until next Sunday, guys. And Karolina's here, and she's joined us on the show multiple times to tell us, what's happening in Montreal, what's cool, what's not cool, but you're going to tell us what you cannot miss here at the Jazz Fest. And I heard some whisperings. I'm a big Quentin Tarantino fan, and apparently there's a Tarantino concert?
There is. Well, he's not going to be there, but this is pretty much the next best thing. So they're going to have 15 dancers, performers, and musicians on stage, basically reenacting all the cult scenes from all the Tarantino movies. So you're going to have, Reservoir Dogs, Django Unchained, and yeah, you get to basically go see the movies in like a Broadway type of style play for the Jazz Festival. And that's going on once a day till the end of the festival. So there's plenty of time to see it.
Those movies are so music driven, right?
They really are. They really are. So it's going to be very interesting to see how they're going to spin it off on stage.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, another thing too, the Montreal Jazz Fest, 35 years old, lots of history here, and there's these tours, these historical tours, right?
Yes, these historical tours led by a lady named Leah, super awesome girl, very entertaining. So you basically start off at the old Windsor station, and it takes 2 hours. She takes you from places like Chez Paré, and I mean, obviously you would never imagine that Charlie Parker and Frank Sinatra used to be there. Wow. And then she takes you to the Mansfield Athletic Club, where swing started and bebop kind of developed. So you get to be taken throughout the city from like literally the Prohibition era to the swing era.
Wow.
And you get to end up here at the very end, and you get the history of this place and how it all started.
Okay, that's really cool.
Yeah, and in between the walk, she gets to actually play jazz music, and she gets, the audience to participate in guessing what each of the jazz and swing songs are. So it's very interactive and really fun.
Oh my God, okay, I don't know how good I would be at that, but I'd love to try that. Another thing too, this is kind of funny. So we were having dinner with my parents the other day, and we were going through all the huge names that are going to be here. B.B. King, Nikki Yanofsky is going to be here. Actually, she's in the studio a little bit later, and my mom said, she goes, oh my God, Earth, Wind, and Fire. She goes, I was in high school and I did like this interpretive dance to Earth, Wind, and Fire, and I don't want to picture this ever happening, but it did, and she's a big fan.
Wonderland, right?
Yeah, probably.
Of course, we all know that song.
And so what's going on with Earth, Wind, and Fire?
So they're performing June 30th, and I mean, even if you weren't born in that era, you know who they are. We've all danced to them. They're going to cover all the classics, and they're only going to be here for one night, and it's their first time at the Jazz Festival, so people are so excited about this. And I saw some YouTube videos of them recently, and they got it going on. I mean, they really are almost the same as they were, 20 years ago, but they're really on point, and they're such entertainers, and it's really worth checking the show out.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Karolina Jez, Notable.ca, Montreal editor, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
And Mom, I'm sorry for throwing you under the bus there, but it was an interesting story.